Alright guys, let's talk about the 3 absolute necessities that you need if you're going to sell voice agents to your clients. Adding these 3 things to your offering will instantly upgrade you from a guest to a pro builder in this space. Now, I don't just say this, it's something that I've heard dozens of times from actual builders and clients. And these things are overlooked, but absolutely vital to our business. So let's get into it. Alright, so first up, the agent portal. Clients want a place where they can log in and tweak their own agents. I've seen so many builders out there charge the magical $3,000 because that's the popular price, right? The $3,000 per build for agents, and then deliver those to their clients. And then the moment they deliver them, 1 week later, there's all kinds of errors. There's certain things that the client wants to change. It's the voicemail message, it's the prompt, it's the first message, it's the language, it's the fallback number or the forwarding phone number, all of those things. And if you just provide the system without any place to log in and tweak the agents, then they're going to have to reach out to you to make the edit and to upgrade it and to maintain it. So first they've got to hire you just to make a 5-minute tweak. And then they also have to communicate to you what they want. You have to interpret that. Then you have to execute that, making time into your schedule. And then once it's not perfect the way that they want it, you're going to be the guy responsible. Now, some people might say, hey, this is great. I'm selling these agents to clients, and every time there's an error or there's a small tweak, they're going to hire me again just to edit this tweak or fix this error. Sounds great, but let me tell you, this is not sustainable, especially in a fast-changing world like ours, where we're building AI voice agents. Because what happens when they want small tweaks every other week? Eventually, they will get frustrated with having to hire you for 5-minute tweaks on these agents. And that's not scalable for you and not convenient for the client. Now, what you really need is an agent portal. Give your clients some control over their own agents, because most of the real builders who make custom agents for clients will use transient assistants. So they won't be able to log into the dashboard and edit their assistants because it will all be in JSON. It will be transient. So they can't make small tweaks. Now, if you do build this portal and connect that to your transient agents, then you can let them make those small tweaks and changes themselves. And guess what? They'll feel more involved and more invested, and their agent actually feels like their own instead of using your agent that you've built for them. So if they tweak something and it works, they will feel as a part of the process. And they will be open to expanding your services and building out these agents in different areas of their business, which means more services for you to offer and a better relationship with your client. It also allows you to charge for a recurring fee instead of just a flat time, one-time build fee. So if you give them access to your agent portal, build this thing around it, then that gives you the ability to charge a recurring fee for that. So you've got the flat fee to set everything up, and then the recurring fee for maintenance, platform access, and anything that works with your setup. Next up, the dashboard and calls browser. Clients want to see data. Numbers matter. And of course, your clients want to know how their agents are performing. So whether you're charging a one-time fee or recurring fee or a combination of the two, they will want to see how successful are their agents and how did they compare to their human counterparts. So they want to know how many calls were made, why certain calls ended, what is the total cost, why are some agents actually crushing it, and why others are not. You want to keep track of what you're actually delivering and building on. And it's not just about seeing these numbers, these overall numbers. They also want to really dive into the calls. If there's a call that something went wrong, they want to be able to find that call and read that summary, read that transcript, listen to that recording, see the cost of that call, which agent was responsible for it, how long did it take, all of those things they want to see with every individual call. And that's why you would need a dashboard and a call browser. Now, the problem is that many people in this space don't build dashboards at all. So the reason for that is that many clients from the get-go, from the first conversation, will not ask you for a dashboard. They want a working agent. It's only later that they realize that they need this dashboard. But the dashboard and the call browser is the best way to get them over the edge. If you want to sell your agents to clients, then that one little nudge and push that they will need is a dashboard or a calls browser, because it solidifies your position as an authority in this space who knows what they're doing and actually knows what their client needs beyond what they actually realize that they need. So in any case, you got to give them something clean, something nice, sleek, simple, and not too complicated. Everything that they will need in order to evaluate your agents and be satisfied, basically. Because if it's too complicated, they're not going to understand it anyway, and it will not be of extra value. If these clients see this data visually and easily, it will validate your position as a trustworthy builder, and they will be open to expanding their investment. And lastly, the third one, maintenance. Here's a big mistake I see often. Builders want to make their agents pre-delivery perfect to the T, then they deliver it, and just 2 weeks in, clients are not satisfied. So that's the reality. It will not be perfect out of the box. Even if you're the best builder and you've built for similar clients, every client will need a different prompt, a different first message, will need different fallback phone numbers. And even if sometimes it's not even your fault. You do everything exactly as they tell you how to build this thing. And then they find out that, oh, you need to tweak this thing or change that thing. And that's what maintenance is all about. Don't expect to make the perfect agent from the get-go upon delivery. You always need some ramp up time for optimization and fixing errors. So I don't care how good you are, 90% of the times when you deliver an agent to your clients, there will be something that is not perfect or they will not be satisfied with. So expect that. But that's okay. The key here is managing expectations. And it's a really, really powerful point to keep in mind. And it's actually a great word to use, managing expectations. Tell your clients in your sales meeting that you have to manage expectations and then explain what that entails. Because your clients are not expecting perfection out of the gate. They want a builder who can build the best possible agent pre-delivery and then optimize it and improve it and perfect it afterwards. So make it clear with this managing expectations that after delivery, you will still be there to do maintenance, fix errors, make tweaks, and improve the overall system. Because that's where the real value is. All of these things that I've told you right now are the things that clients will not tell you themselves that they need in the sales meeting. This is something that you can give them to get them over the edge, and that 90% of the time they will realize that they actually need this in order to make it work and make it sustainable. So don't worry about making it perfect from the start. Involve your client even after delivery, because it's often more of a marathon, not a sprint. So that's why I talked about the flat fee, $3,000 per agent. It's kind of a short-term way of thinking. In many cases with the clients you're delivering to, there's a range of possibilities in which you can expand the partnership, work together, improve the system, go in different directions. And if you really involve them, that's the only way to make that possible. Now, these three issues, agent portals, dashboards, and maintenance post-delivery, are the ones I see holding many builders back in this space. So that's why I built Fero AI on top of systems like Vapi AI. You see, Vapi isn't built for the end client, for the business owner that you're selling the agent to. It's built for builders like us. And as I've already said and mentioned, in many cases, we're building transient agents. So the Vapi AI dashboard is not going to work for allowing your client to tweak and edit and manage their agents. So what I did with Fero AI is take all of the fluff and all of the complicated things out of the equation. So the end client, the end user can just log in to the system and make changes without worrying about breaking anything. The way it's designed, they would really have to go out of their way to break the agent. And even then, it's hard. Plus it comes with a calls browser and a dashboard that contains everything the client needs without overcomplicating things. But here's a place where the real gold kicks in. The agent prompt generator. This feature scans your client's website, looks at what they're all about, and then generates a prompt based on their profile. It's seamless, and it gets even better if you combine it with the tools generator and the tools templates. So I've made this system really for the end clients, but also for builders like us to make service delivery for these clients as easy and plug and play as possible. So with the tools generator, you just fill out a very quick and easy form that asks questions that you can answer in your own language about what should the tool be able to do, what should it communicate with other systems, does it send information, does it get information. You just fill that out and it instantly generates this tool for you in a way that you can just add it to your agent. It even auto-generates a make.com blueprint based on your tool, which means that you can just describe your tool, have it added to your agent so the entire JSON is built. And it even auto-generates a make.com blueprint, which makes building like 10 times easier. You can just upload the blueprint add a webhook, connect that webhook to your tool, and you will have every variable that you would need in the rest of the automation to build whatever you want. So what this means is that this blueprint will have a set multiple variables module that contains all of the variables that your tool will ever send to the scenario. So if the voice agent makes a call, you already know which variables those are going to be, and you can just play around with it in the rest of the scenario. You can have entire tools up and running in 5 to 10 minutes. And then there's also the plug and play templates box. Every account has access to these pre-built templates. You just grab the tool ID, give it to your voice agent, set up the template with make.com instructions, and you can have your appointment setter up and running in 5 minutes or less. Literally, you don't have to build any JSON. You don't even have to add anything into your make.com scenario. You just have to connect your accounts, follow the template instructions, and you will be good to go. And that's how you scale. This is how you make it easier for yourself and for your clients. All right, so that's it for this video. Of course, I've already made a video on how to build a dashboard that you can actually sell as a part of your offering to your clients. And I will be making videos on how to build an agent portal and a calls browser in the future. So stay tuned for that. Do hit subscribe if you're curious about that. Those will also be step-by-step tutorials. And they have another big announcement. I'll be launching a podcast with the Fero AI community. It's just talking AI, talking about building these voice agents, how to deliver to clients, some big opportunities in this space. I've already talked to some guys in the community, in the members area, and I'm trying to build a list of people with whom I can have these conversations. And I thought, hey, it would be best to have it with the people actually in the member community, because I really appreciate all of you guys in there. So if you're in there, if you're on members.fero.com, I will add a form there. You can leave your credentials, and then I will schedule you in for that podcast, send you some information about, hey, thank you for signing up to the podcast. Really excited about it. And I think these days would work for me. Would those work for you too? Yeah, really looking forward to seeing you guys there. For now, thank you very much, and looking forward to seeing you